Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Rainbow Six Siege video here on the channel. Operation Commanding Force has just been announced during the Year 8 Season 1 reveal panel, and in today's video I'm going to be breaking down the most important features, changes, and content coming to Year 8 Season 1, which will be released March 7th. I think it's a Tuesday. Yep, I was right. I'm editing it right now. It's a Tuesday. All of these changes will be included in the description down below, along with the Year 8 Season 1 designer notes that they released today of this recording. Before we get started, I wanted to just say how crazy it is to think about us going into the 8th year of content for Rainbow Six Siege. We are nearing a decade of playtime, and I find it absolutely wild that we're literally going to go into a decade of Siege. It feels like this game was released like 5 years ago. To put that into perspective for me, though, at least, I'm not sure about you guys. When I started playing Siege, I was 15 years old, back when it released in 2015 in December. I'm now 23 years old. My whole teenage years were spent pretty much growing up with Rainbow Six, and it's still astonishing to see this game still evolving over almost a decade of content and continuing to another decade of content. They did confirm this in 2018 that they will support the game for another 10 years, so I'm going to be fucking 30 playing this game still. It's going to be absolutely wild. But with that said, let's hop right into today's video. First up on the list is a brand new operator named Brava from Brazil, who will be joining the Viper Strike group led by Habana. She's a natural-born leader and is the best when it comes to technology. Brava is a 3-speed, 1-health operator who comes equipped with a mini tank-like drone called the Kludge. To explain how this drone works is pretty simple. She can either focus any technology-based gadget like a Maestro camera, hold her line of sight on the gadget and hack the defender gadget. Once she hacks this gadget, she can take control of it and turn it against defenders. How many times did I say gadget during this recording? Can someone put that down below, please? She also has the option to get a line of sight of it and just straight up destroy it. So for example, if she hacks a Kapkan trap, a defender runs through that Kapkan trap, they will take the same amount of explosive damage just like an attacker, depending on their health class. Her counters are obviously similar to Flora's and Twitch, or really any drone in the game. Mute jammers will stop the drone from proceeding. Maestro cameras can shoot it out before Brava gets to it. Muzzle pest can take over the drone and turn it against her. It's almost like a triple Uno reverse card, and any defender can shoot the drone out before it reaches its intended target, just like a Flora's drone. In Brava's arsenal, she comes equipped with 2 reused weapons that everybody is familiar with, the Para 308 assault rifle from Capital, and the Cam RS DMR from Buck. As for her secondary, she comes equipped with the Grumpy Pumpy shotgun from Castle, the USP 40 pistol from Jackal, and for her utility, she has either smokes or claymores. The first thing that I thought of when I saw this operator reveal, I thought you could be Mozzie taking over her drone, turning it against her, and hacking her claymore to then kill her. That would be absolutely hilarious. Just think about the endless possibilities. You could take a Nomad charge, you could take claymores. I'm not sure if you can take a Flores drone, but there's endless possibilities to it, and I'm so excited to see what she brings to the table and how she changes the meta. If she does, which I don't know if she will. She's not crazy overpowered. But with the newest operator joining Rainbow Six out of the way, let's get into some of the biggest and best changes coming to Rainbow Six Siege this season. Starting off with the biggest issue that has plagued the console community for years, Zim. I don't know if that's actually how you pronounce it. Someone let me know if I'm wrong down in the comments, but however you pronounce it, think about it that way. A big disclaimer before we get into this feature is it actually won't be released until the mid-season patch 1.2, about a month or so after the release date. So it's not coming technically at the start of Operation Commanding Force, but it will be released in the mid-season patch. But for those of you that may not know, the console community has been battling M&K players who abuse this program to spoof their hardware input to gain an advantage against controller players. Now, before I talk about the fix, I want to state that anybody who used this program is utter dog shit, and you're compensating for something else in your life. You need to just get good. Sounds like a skill issue. If you want to use an M&K, come on PC, you'll probably get smoked, so just put it down. Just give it up, bro. But Rainbow Six has announced their new feature to combat this issue. Ironically, it's called Mousetrap. They've had this feature enabled for several seasons and have compiled a list of users who have abused this feature, and they are eventually going to take action against them. Pretty much, the design they created to sniff out M&K players is basically a program that can detect unnatural controller movement. What this design specifically does is it adds an extra layer of latency to your inputs, which then removes the advantage that M&K players try to get when using this cheat on console. If the system detects unnatural controller movement, it will start to apply this gradually, increasing input lag the further through the game you progress. Now, that's just a horrendous experience. I wouldn't want to risk that for imaginary elo, so just sounds like a skill issue. I just want to say I'm very happy for you guys. You have been dealing with this issue on console for I don't know, since the start of Siege. Whenever this program came out, you guys have just really been sticking with it, and I'm glad that they're listening and they're now bringing a feature to help combat this issue, because it really took the fun out for controller players. I moved over to PC probably around year 3, season 2 of Operation Parabellum, so I haven't really dealt with this issue in a while. I only versed a few people with M&K at the time, but I've pretty much been on PC the whole time, so I haven't fully had to experience what you guys have been experiencing if you are a daily console player. So I'm very happy that this change is coming down the pipeline and will hopefully make things better for you guys. But next up in the list is some balance changes. First up in the list of balance changes, reload canceling. In the current build of Siege, say you have 15 bullets left in your mag and you go to reload. If an operator pushes, you have the ability to reload cancel your weapon, then continue to fire the bullets left in your magazine. The developers have agreed this feature is unfair for anyone pushing the person reloading, since reloading is technically a symbol of you being out of action. They stated when reloading, you should have to be protected by a teammate since you are out of the engagement. To fix this issue, they have added a feature where upon reloading, if you cancel the reload, it will only leave one bullet left in the chamber. If you want to reload, you need to commit to the full reload animation. Personally, I don't mind this issue. I believe this is a good feature since all it takes in Siege is one bullet to kill somebody. Some might disagree with this change, but like a wise man once said, switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading.
Remember, switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading.
There are a couple operators being balanced with this season, and the first one is Zero. So Zero is going to be receiving some small little changes to his gadget. First, once fired, the camera will stay facing on the side of the wall that it lands on. It will no longer automatically drill through the surface it lands on. Secondly, players who are dead will be able to move from one side of the wall to the other if it's on a double-sided wall. So you'll be able to, as a dead player, you'll be able to burrow from one side to the other. Of course, you will still not be able to use the lasers because that would be OP, but these are just some small fixes to Zero that hopefully will make him a little more playable. I haven't seen him too much, and I know he's very good. He brings a lot of utility to the table, so I highly recommend you do play him. That MP7 on attack is a monster, and having 6 cameras and some other utility, he brings a lot to the table. But the other operator that is getting a small fix is Twitch. They're pretty much just adjusting the de-acceleration power from 5.9 to 14. Basically, this just means you will need to put a little bit less input in the drone to stop it from moving. It's a small change, nothing major. Literally, you probably won't even notice, but if the drone looks a little quicker to stopping, then that's the reason why. But now that we're done with the operator changes, let's get into the barrel attachment changes. Since they already tweaked the stats for each barrel in the last year, they're adjusting some of the specific effectiveness percentages to each barrel. Starting with the muzzle brake, adjusting its effectiveness from 45% to 50%, and the compensator, they are adjusting it from 15 to 35%. That is the biggest jump out of all of these barrel attachments. So having a more effective control pattern from 35% or from 15% to 30% is a major increase. So the compensator is going to be very good for horizontal recoil. So something like Ella's gun is going to be absolutely nasty. Any gun that kicks side to side will definitely benefit from the compensator. And the muzzle brake will just recenter a little bit faster and a little bit more accurately than what it did previously. Only a 5% jump, so nothing crazy there. But these are the first balance changes coming of many. Of course, these things can be subjected to change, so keep your eye out for the patch notes when the Operation Commanding Force comes out on March 7th. They may slip something in there that we might not know about, so keep your eyes peeled. But the next category in this video is quality of life. So this next section of the video isn't too important, but I figured it's worth mentioning. They're introducing some quality of life features, starting with the UI navigation for each game mode. Basically, they're adding a button below each game mode, so you're ranked, casual, and unranked. Right below that will be a little separate button where you can change between the different types of game modes, so you don't have to go through the global setting anymore to actually change that setting. It's just going to be right below as a separate button, so if you want to change to hostage, you can do it right there. If you want to change to secure area, you can also do it in the same spot. So a little bit of a cool feature, less navigation through all the menus. And as for the Battle Pass changes, they have added a feature to the Bravo packs where you can browse the items and choose which items you want to get after finishing all 100 tiers of the seasonal Battle Pass. Once you complete the pass, they give you something called Bravo Pack tickets, which you earn after completing all 100 tiers. So this gives us a little more choice to what we want to pick. In the video, I saw that he's at 6 tickets. I'm not sure exactly how many it gives you once you complete the pass, but the devs have also heard our feedback on last season's Battle Pass UI and how horrible it was to navigate and use. I don't know why they took the, ooh, Call of Duty did it this way, so let's do the select your choice. They had everything perfectly fine. I think they just got pressured into looking at other games doing the same type of progressional Battle Pass. Next up in the list of changes is new newcomer updates. So newcomers are getting some love once again with some progressional rewards. So to summarize these changes for you guys, all newcomers will be given specific operator challenges. As you progress through these challenges, you'll unlock rewards, which eventually lead you to unlocking the operator. So, for example, in the clip that you're going to see, you can either choose from all the new operators, specifically play that one operator in your newcomer games, and you'll start to unlock rewards throughout the time played on that operator. So you can unlock boosters, you can unlock renown, you can unlock other features, and then eventually you can just unlock the operator as a whole. So that's a little bit of a change to the newcomers. I think it's a very good change for them to be intrigued. You get rewards for a specific operator that you want to play. But with that said, that is pretty much everything coming with Operation Commanding Force. Like I said, I'll leave all the links down below if you want to read everything. To recap my honest thoughts and opinions on the season, I feel like it's a little lackluster with content and new changes. Granted, we've probably been spoiled for previous years, but I know the last few updates have been a little more packed with changes and operator features and operator changes, new features. So I just kind of feel it's a little lackluster. Yes, I think Brava is a very interesting operator. Obviously, I can't wait to get some playtime on her with those clutch drones. But from a content and update perspective, I definitely feel like it's missing something. I'm not sure what it is, whether it's operator changes or content. Maybe I'm just spoiled, but let me know what you think down below. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If this video was informative, let me know down in the comments by leaving a like or comment on the video. Let me know what your favorite change was coming to Operation Commanding Force. But that is it for today's video. Stay tuned as I will be covering the Year 8 roadmap after the 6 invitationals. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night or day. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, brush your hair. Adios. Hasta luego.
Oh, you did not.
Oh.